Well, good morning and welcome back to the kitchen garden. Today I've decided I need to tidy up this last bed. I've got 4 beds here, well 4 of this size anyway, and this is the one that I've just sort of left go a little bit rampant over the winter. Soon going to be time to start sowing stuff in this, but in the meantime, while I sort this bed out, why didn't you find out what I've been up to over this last week? Okay, today I am sowing leeks, and I try and sow leeks on a monthly basis between January and May, only because we do like to eat lots of leeks here at the Veg Grower Podcast. And they are also our seed of the month, and the variety that I'm sowing today comes from Premier Seeds, which I do have an affiliate code if you are interested in. And this variety is called Bulgarian Giant, which is a variety I quite like sowing. Quite a good variety, I find. And all I've done, I've filled up this insulated box. You get these from restaurants. They have fish and meat arrive in these boxes, and I've filled that up halfway with multi-purpose compost, into which I just scatter a few of these seeds in order to get them growing, get them started, and we'll see what we end up with. I will also just sieve over a bit more compost just to try and make sure that those leeks are covered. I do just like to give it a bit of a press down just to make sure that it is all okay. But yeah, leeks are seed of the month on the podcast if you are interested. Well, this morning I am sowing some more seeds. As I've said in the past, what we're doing is we've got AI to come up with a seed sowing list for the entire year, just giving us a few seeds that we can sow each week. Now, this is not all the seeds I'll be sowing, but it's part of an experiment just to see how well AI can come up with a half decent sowing list. And what it's recommended this week I've put on the screen. These ones that I'm sowing at the moment are these melon seeds. Now, I've not had the best of luck when sowing melon in the past. I mean, we can germinate the seeds, but actually getting half decent melons has been a bit of a problem. So I'm wondering, it recommends to sow them this week, if just sowing them a little bit earlier is going to make all the difference. I don't know. That's the whole point of what we're going to try and find out with sowing these seeds with this plan. If it does make a difference, all well and good. It goes a good way for proving that AI can be a good thing. I'm still not a fan of AI, don't get me wrong, but it is there. It is part of the future. Let me know in the comments if you've sown any seeds this week as well. Always interested to find out what other people are doing. Now, last week, you may remember I put up this grow house as a way of trying to give myself a little bit more space inside for all my seedlings. What I did when I put this up is I actually put a tray of lettuce and a tray of onions in here as sacrificial plants, i.e. it doesn't matter if they die, because the idea being that we could just see if they were going to survive in the grow house. Well, they have survived. The lettuce for me doesn't look brilliant, however, but it is still there, and I just figured we'll hold off on the lettuce for a bit. But the onions seem to be doing okay, so I've moved all my other onions out into this tray today, and hopefully, well, one, that's going to give us more space on the inside, but hopefully they're also going to thrive in here. Just means we've got to remember to water them a bit more regularly because they're outside. Now, you might remember that a couple of weeks ago I bought some of these Venus fly traps for a very low price. One of the things that I wanted to do with some of these Venus fly traps was to try and propagate some new plants. I've watched quite a few videos on how to do this, so I'm hoping today we're going to be able to do that. let's see. So these are the plants. From what I understand, we basically split the roots, and I've got no idea what to expect. Here we go. So I've got to like the base of it, the root of it, and we got this huge thing here, which I believe we basically I'm not so sure that I don't think that was meant to happen because that's came away, but we'll plant that up and see what happens nonetheless, because I think it should have roots with it. That one has got a slight root, so we might be lucky with that one. We'll keep a close eye on it and we'll see how we get on. I've obviously planted these up with some special, I have another one just here actually. The compost I've used in these is some special, what do you call it, carnivorous plant compost. So hopefully it's going to pull off and we're going to end up with 4 more plants. Not bad for £1.29, is it? Not bad at all. Well, as you can see, I've cleared this bed now. We've got a load of compost down, which I think will do the job. And yeah, it looks good. We've got a bit of Swiss chard down the end here that I've overwintered. Not looking great, but I think once weather warms up, it will bounce back into shape. I'm happy. Well, that is it for this week from the kitchen garden. Let me know what you've been doing in your own allotment or your own kitchen garden down in the comments. And until next time, please take care.